Here's what I use every day as an Amazon intern. Let's get straight into the video. First off, I have my work computer, and as an Amazon intern, you have the option of choosing between a Mac or Windows device. For school, I already use a Windows device, and I've been considering moving to Apple, and so I wanted to test out the MacBook 14-inch in space gray. Something that I really like about this computer is the keyboard. I feel like it really adds to the quality of the Mac. The clicks are very satisfying, but I'm still kind of getting used to the touchpad. The display is insane. I love it. I think the colors just pop so much and the blacks are so sharp. I think I got 32 gigabytes of RAM, and I think that's a kind of necessary. If I was going to buy my own personal computer, I would probably get 32 gigabytes as well. It's just so fast and there's just no hiccups. Like, I've never had run into any issues. Overall, this MacBook is a really powerful device and I'm really gonna miss it because at the end of my internship, I'm gonna have to give it up. I used a Linux device in my previous co-op, so I feel pretty comfortable with using this Mac. Also, the 32 gigabytes of RAM seems pretty necessary, especially when I've got 50 million tabs open. For software development, I've been using VS Code with it, videos playing, music playing, all this stuff, and it still runs so fast. It compiles my code super fast. It renders stuff locally, like everything is just fast. And I love it. Like, I think it's a really great computer. I never really thought that I would be a MacBook person. I was always like, oh, it's overhyped, everything, but I get it now. I really get it, and I think I might be buying one very soon. To store it, I use this laptop case that I got from Amazon. It's water resistant, which I think is very important because I am notorious for not screwing on the lids of my water bottles fully. So it's quite important, and it's already very dirty, which means that it's doing its job. Also, I like how there's like another pocket to put my charger or anything else in it so it doesn't scratch the laptop. Next up, we have my trusty iPhone XR, which I've had for over 5 years now. I think I got it right before I went to university. Now, you may be wondering why I have such an old and beat up phone as a tech person. I feel like nowadays, each iPhone is not that much different from the previous one. If you go to the Apple store, the iPhone 14, the iPhone 13, they look kind of the exact same. So I don't get very excited about new iPhones coming out. I feel like my phone, it does the job very well, apart from the camera quality. That's why I'm kind of considering getting a new phone soon. I also really try to avoid updating my phone until the very last minute, like until I can't download any more apps anymore. I feel like when you update your phone, it really slows down the software, so I really try to avoid that. The back of my phone is completely cracked. It looks quite terrible, actually. I really do wish that iPhones went back to their metal backs. I feel like that looks a lot better and is a lot more durable, and also like matches the rest of the Apple products. So Apple, bring back your metal back iPhones. For my headphones, I tend to switch between the Sony XM5 noise canceling headphones and my Apple AirPods Pro. Initially, I wanted these headphones because of the design. I thought it looked so aesthetic. I thought that it looked so clean and pretty. The color is really just nice. It's like this beige slate color, and the material of it is so smooth and soft. I really love like the matte texture of it. Also, the head cushions are just, they're very nice. Like, they're very soft. The noise canceling is pretty solid, but it's not 100% noise canceling. I also find them a tiny bit big on my head, and I feel like I already have a big head, so I'm not sure what small head people do. I don't know how they perform with condensation. I'm a little bit worried to use them in the gym, so that brings me to my other headphone choice. I have the Apple AirPods Pro, the first generation, and I have to say, when I first saw these come out in 2016, I thought they were super silly. I thought they looked silly, and I lose everything. How do I not lose like these little buds in my ear that could just fall out anytime? I eventually caved because I lost my wire headphones, and I think they're a pretty good purchase. Something that I love about the AirPods that sold me completely is the fact that you can accessorize with them. Like, this looks crazy, right? This looks like a Hubba Bubba case, but it's AirPods. I feel like it's such a good conversation starter, and it also solves my issue of feeling like I'm always losing it, because this is kind of hard to lose. It's very big and clunky and bright. Attached to my AirPods are these little baubles, a Harry Potter and Voldemort bauble. I got these for Christmas, and out of all the amazing things that I got, these are probably my favorite. I think I like the Voldemort one a little bit more. It reminds me of my dog, because my dog kind of looks like that, has like the same little flat face. Something that I do not leave my house without is my little card holder wallet that I attach to my keys, my AirPods, everything. It's just easy. I don't carry cash anymore. I just have my Compass card, my IDs, and my credit cards on here, and it's just easy. You can attach it to like your little pocket on your pants or anything. This card holder is from Fossil, and it's pretty beat up because I'm not very nice to it, but it's held up pretty well. Like, I would think that this part would tear by now because of like how heavy the things I hang on to it are, but it's held up pretty good. Next up, we have my pencil case. This is from Miniso, and I'm a very texture person because I got this because I like the texture of it. I also really like the color yellow, but the texture of this is just so nice and smooth. It's like a silicone. I like that. Inside, I just have some cheap dollar store gel pens. I used to be really into stationery, and I had the cutest stationery that I get back from China, but they were just so cute. I never ended up using any of it, so now I just use stuff that I just don't really care too much, don't care to lose, or don't care to like beat up. Now, I also have my little Hello Kitty pencil, which I love. Throughout the day, I really like to jot down notes or any ideas that I have, or during a meeting, I just like to write stuff down. I usually don't look back at it, but it helps me really to remember things I need to do for the next day if I just write it down once. One of the final items that I have in my bag is this book, Letters from the Stoics. It's compilations of a letter written by a Roman philosopher, Seneca, and it's just wonderful. The letters offer a grounded observation of the world, talking about how to handle relationships, money, power, success, how to view yourself, and it's just a really wonderful book. I've read this cover to cover like 3 times. It's so good. I just like to have it and just randomly flip to a letter sometimes and just read it. This book honestly changed my life. I know that sounds very dramatic. I read it when I was in first year. I was feeling quite lost. I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't know kind of what I stood for, and I feel like this book kind of helped me a lot to realize like what are the important things in life, how should I treat others, how should I treat myself, things like that. One of my favorite quotes from the book is, "What progress, you ask, have I made? I have begun to be a friend to myself." Being your own best friend is kind of a lifelong journey, and I think it's one of the most important things that you could do. It will help your career, it will help your relationships with other people, it will help your own self-esteem. I really think that taking the time to be your own friend and doing self-care and just being kind to yourself is very important. For my bag, I switch between my trusty Herschel backpack and this Gap puffer tote bag. There's pros to cons to both, and that's kind of why I've been switching between the two. The Herschel backpack is very durable. It's lasted me a very long time. It's just a nice material. There's pockets to it. You can organize things. It's just a classic school backpack. I used this throughout my entire university degree, and my only issue with it is that it's a bit small, and I wish that it had a little more space. As for this bag, it's kind of just a big black hole. There are virtually no pockets besides these little ones on the sides. Anytime I use this bag, I just shove everything in, and I spend a very long time looking for my keys or just small things that are hidden at the bottom. But it does look very cute, and I feel like it matches a lot of my fall winter outfits because they tend to be black. I'm still on the hunt for a cute and fashionable but also practical bag that I can take to school or work, that has compartments and isn't maybe not a backpack or can be a backpack. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you have any suggestions. I would really appreciate it. I think that practicality and simplicity are very important factors when it comes to bringing things with you every single day, but it's also important to have things around you that just bring you joy. I think that my little chunky AirPods case and the little keychains that I have are very impractical things. I don't need to be carrying them, but it just brings me a lot of happiness to have them around with me, and it's a little superstitious. I think it gives me good luck. I used to carry around a Tamagotchi along with everything else that was already on my keychain. It was really fun until it would just beep all the time because like my little baby was really hungry. Thank you for watching my everyday carry as a software intern. I really hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe and leave a comment as to what you carry around every day. What are your everyday essentials? I'll see you in the next video.